Hi guys, and welcome back to ASMR Air Horn. I want to start off this video by thanking all of you so much for 5,000 views on that last video. I never thought I would have that many views on one of my videos. I never thought my channel would get that big, so I'm in awe right now. And 250 subscribers is incredible. I've honestly just been making these videos for mostly my friends. I made that last video just to study for school. So I never thought that many people would see it. But I'm absolutely amazed and honored and so grateful. What can I say? I haven't made a video in a month now because I have been very busy with school, and I finally have some free time to make a video for you guys. I actually made 2 videos. I'll post the other one after this one, where I made popcorn on the stove, but that's a no talking video, so I wanted to make sure I did this one first, just to let you all know how much I appreciate all the positive feedback, the amazing comments. I love getting all these amazing comments from you guys, because it really gives me the motivation to continue on with this channel and make more videos. So thank you all so much for the support. I could go on, I could say more, but just thank you all so much. For this video, I thought I would just eat the popcorn that I made. What little there is left, I've already eaten a lot of it. But I'm not a big fan of food sounds, eating sounds myself. But popcorn, I don't know, something about it. It's got a good crunch sound. That I really like. I'm a big fan of movies. Love movies. So it makes me think of the movies. Going to the movie theater. I learned how to make popcorn on the stove so I can get movie theater quality popcorn, so I can make it at home. I also thought I would, in this video, explain this diagram that I have on my wall, and it was in the last video too. I recently put it up there. It's a diagram of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, Now, some of you may have heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I'm sure. Some of you have not, and I would love to explain it to you because this thing has gotten me through it. I first learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs when I was in high school in a psychology course, and it has been so useful to me throughout my life as a tool. Basically, to explain it, it was made by a psychologist, Abraham Maslow, in the 40s, to help explain our psychological needs and how they contribute to our mood and our overall quality of life. Basically, if you're ever in times of stress, anxiety, depression, if things are just really going crappy in life, we tend to neglect, forget about our needs, especially things as simple as food, sleep, time with family and friends, being out in nature, exercising, or even just remembering to drink enough water. Because when you're stressed, it's hard to remember those things. And when you neglect them, it makes it harder to focus on your other needs, your higher needs. It's harder to focus on your relationships with your friends and your family and your loved ones. It's harder to focus on work or school. It's harder to focus on your goals and what you're trying to achieve. So that's Maslow's hierarchy of needs in a gist. Let me show you the diagram. I'm a visual learner, and I really appreciate this diagram because it lays it out so beautifully. It's a pyramid, like your food pyramid, basically. Down here at the bottom are your physiological needs. Each color, each platform, is a different set of needs. And if you aren't meeting your needs down at this platform, then you can't meet your needs at these other platforms on top. So what's down here? Your physiological needs, which include breathing, food, water, sex, sleep, homeostasis, and excretion. Homeostasis is the most important one on here, I would think. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis, it's basically your body needs to maintain a constant state. It needs to maintain normal functioning. In order to keep things normal in your body, it can't go too far in any one direction. Say, if you get too hot, you get too cold, if you're not drinking enough water, if you're not getting enough food or enough sleep, if you're not able to use the bathroom even, if you're sick, you're not going to be able to maintain homeostasis, that constant internal environment in your body that allows you to function. And we talk about this a lot in school, in my school, because I'm in a nursing program. And homeostasis, without this, your body can't function. You're sick. That's what illness is, really. It's the loss of your homeostasis. It's the loss of your internal regulation of your body. So I would say that all of these other ones fall under that one, homeostasis, your most important physiological need. So what does this mean? When you're stressed, sometimes you forget to eat. Sometimes you forget to sleep. To use a very recent example from my life, I have been having exams every week this month for school. And I am a last minute studier. It's a really bad habit. But I forget to study early and then have to cram the night before. And when I cram, I don't always remember to eat. I don't get enough sleep, that's for sure. And so when I go in to do my exam, it's not even a matter of remembering what I studied. It's a matter of even being able to read the questions on the test. Because I'm so tired that it's all Greek to me. It's not making any sense. If you are not sleeping before an exam, you're cramming, if you're not eating enough food, you skipped breakfast, then you're not going to be able to focus on that exam. You're not going to be able to meet some of these higher needs up here, like achieving a good grade on your exam, because you didn't meet your needs down here at the bottom. So there's an example. So what are some of the needs up here? In your next rung, you have safety. Safety of a few different things. Security of body, security of employment, security of resources, security of morality or values, security of the family, security of health, and security of property. You need to feel safe in order to feel well mentally and emotionally. And you can't feel safe if you're focused on meeting these needs down here. If you're constantly out of sleep, not getting enough sleep, you're not going to feel healthy. You're not going to have your safety of your health. You're not going to have security of body. You might not have security of employment if you're falling asleep on the job. If you're worried about getting enough food, it's hard to focus on all these other things. On this next rung, we have love and belonging needs. Friendship, family, sexual intimacy. Now, you're not going to be able to meet the needs of your relationships with the people you love who are supporting you if you can't meet your safety needs and if you can't meet your physiological needs. Now, a key difference here, sexual intimacy is up here. Sex is down here. So it's different. So there's a big difference between having sex, getting sex, experiencing pleasure, and then intimacy. Really feeling a connection with someone else. And it's a lot harder to have that connection, that deeper intimacy, if you're not meeting these other needs down here. All right. Now, this next level, esteem. Self-esteem, confidence, achievement, respect of others, and respect by others. So what's the difference between these last two? So you want to have respect of other people. You want to respect other people, and you also want to be respected by other people. It's a lot harder to be respected or to show respect if you aren't meeting these other needs down here. Same thing with self-esteem or confidence or achievement. That exam I mentioned earlier, that goes under achievement. It's a lot harder to achieve your goal of doing well in that exam or getting a promotion at the office, at your job, or achieving a personal goal. If you can't meet these needs down here, and if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel secure, if you don't have supportive relationships. Example of this, of what might be, if you don't sleep enough the night before, you wake up cranky, you haven't had your coffee yet, you haven't eaten yet, you haven't had breakfast, and someone rubs you the wrong way. And maybe they are someone you respect normally. They're a family member or a loved one or a friend or your boss. And normally you would be very respectful to them. But you haven't met your need down here of sleep. And so you end up lashing out at them because they rubbed you the wrong way. And you know in the back of your mind that you wouldn't normally be acting like this, but you can't help it. Your brain has not had its need for sleep met, so it can't focus on respect right now. It can't hold your tongue, and you end up saying something that you didn't want to say. So there's an example. So what's on this next rung? Self-actualization. So that basically means the full realization of yourself, of who you are, whatever that may be. So what goes under that? Morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of facts. Now you can see these are all things most of us want. We want to be up here. Being self-actualized sounds great. Sounds like the highest level you could achieve as a person. And we're able to get up here sometimes. But if we're not meeting these needs down here, it's a lot harder to be that ideal version of ourselves. The person who's moral and creative, spontaneous, can solve problems, is not prejudiced, and is accepting of facts. If you are not meeting your self-esteem needs, if you are feeling a lack of self-esteem, then it's going to be a lot harder to accept facts that, oh yeah, you actually are good at something, or problem solve. If you don't have the confidence to even try, you're not going to be able to solve problems, complete tasks, be creative. So yeah, that is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, as explained by a non-professional. But this has helped me so much in my life. Because very often I will catch myself in a bad mood, or I won't feel right, I won't feel like my normal self. And it's easy to get caught up in your head. I know I do a lot. Get caught up in my thoughts, or in my deadlines, in what's going on with my friends, stuff happening online, that I forget about my needs down at the bottom. And sometimes I have to pause, stop myself, and ask, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel bad? Oftentimes, I'm able to pinpoint one of these needs down here, or here, or here, that are not being met. Maybe, oh, I forgot to eat lunch today. Something as simple as that. Or, I'm not feeling safe right now. Or, I'm not feeling supported. I need to reach out to my friends or my loved ones. Just have a quick conversation just to remind myself that they're there and that they're supporting me. And that usually fixes the problem. You realize that one of your needs are not being met, and you fix it, And suddenly you're able to focus on your other goals, on school or work or whatever you're trying to achieve. You feel a renewed sense of confidence. You're able to focus on these higher needs. It's helped me a lot in my life. And definitely helps me in school right now. Because I am so caught up with everything I have to do that I sometimes forget that I'm human. I'm a person. I'm not a robot. I can't do everything all the time as much as I want to. I have needs that need to be met first, and that need to be made a priority no matter what. And if I'm not making those needs a priority, then I have to find a way to fix it. Find a way to get more sleep at night. Find a way to eat regular meals. Find a way to feel safe and secure. Reach out to friends. You have to make time and make those things a priority, and then the goals at the top become that much easier. I hope this wasn't too long-winded. I was inspired. I didn't really eat much popcorn. Sorry to anyone who was expecting that. This video was inspired by one of my favorite ASMR artists, Springbok ASMR. I'm going to link her down in the description because she is wonderful. She's a beautiful voice. And she reminded me of this concept when I was in college, when I was stressed, not feeling great. And she talked about a personal experience she had not meeting her needs down at the bottom, and how that affected her higher needs and wants. And it stuck with me. So now I always remember this pyramid whenever I'm feeling stressed or anxious or sad or just unable to focus. Alright. Thank you all so much if you're sticking with me here till the end. I hope this video can be a tool for you, give you some insight. Thank you all so much for supporting my channel again. If you like this video, please like, subscribe if you want. I really absolutely love reading the comments from you all. I read every single one. And if you have any requests for future videos, I would love to hear them. And I hopefully will have time to make more videos in the near future and can incorporate some of those ideas you give me. So, thank you all. So much. I'll be uploading that popcorn video shortly after this. Hope you have a great night.